sucking your sister's tits.
No.
You're never gonna let go. Are you sharing the milk or what?
From cursing someone out to getting cursed, this week's episode of 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days had a lot going on. I mean a lot.
You're messing with the wrong freaking ass person.
That's only a little terrifying. So let's get into season 7, episode 10 of 90 Day Fiancé Before the 90 Days. I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call. We gotta start out with Rayne freaking out on Chidi. I know that Rayne is always freaking out on Chidi, but this is kind of her wildest one yet. Chidi agrees to meet up with Rayne, who's just been creeping in her hotel room hoping he would want to get back together. But this conversation about her beef with his sister quickly gets out of hand.
We've been through the same thing over and over.
No.
I see you're sucking your sister's tits.
No.
You're never gonna let go. Are you sharing the milk or what?
It's at this point Chidi has had enough. He's like, hey, have you ever considered the way you act might be why all of your past relationships have failed? And she is shook.
And now you want to scrunch your teeth at me and saying the problem is me? You know what? The problem is you. The problem is the human freaking race.
Rayne then accuses Chidi of using her for a visa, which is the last straw. Chidi is out officially.
If I'm a little too much for Chidi, I will withdraw myself out of your life.
I have no issue with that.
Let's move on to Niles and Matilda, who are still together for now. Niles broke the news to her last week that he didn't want to get married on this trip, and he's more than a little nervous to tell her family that the wedding's off. Especially after his barber tells him Matilda's family might even curse him if they feel like he's lying to them.
Because of my autism, the truth is already not so easy for me to come forth with. Now we want to throw curses into the mix. Good gravy.
And yeah, they're not happy with him. It's more than a little awkward.
I don't know what they're talking about, but I see a few angry faces.
But no curses yet, just a very tentative blessing. Now, speaking of cursed, let's talk about Tiger Lily and Adnan, because their grand reunion was actually just a big fight over the same things they fought about this whole season. Adnan's being a hypocrite, he wants Tiger Lily to totally cover up, but he's posting shirtless pictures on Instagram.
Baby, you
and
are a woman.
I posted on my social
You
media.
are a woman.
How would you feel? Would you be upset?
Of course I will. I will kill you, baby.
And wow, that's ominous. Now, Adnan eventually apologizes, but man, these two are just doomed to stay in the cycle, apparently, because neither of them really seems to get it. Sunny and Veah actually seem to have a better understanding of one another than those two do. After Sunny found out that Veah brought her ex Roy with her to South Africa, he broke up with her and blocked her, leaving her convinced it was over, until Rory suggested she open up a little bit more to Sunny about all of her childhood trauma.
I'm not sure if she told him why she acts the way she does. If you really know all the ins and outs, it's not pretty.
Now, Sunny does agree to talk with Veah, and while he doesn't let go of how hurt her lying to him made him feel, he does accept her explanation.
I've had a lot of loss in my life. I was taken away from my parents. And so I just didn't tell you sooner because I was scared for you to leave me like everyone else.
These two go on to spend the night together, but I think there's more drama to come with Rory. I just don't see this becoming a big happy trio. And finally, we have a heartbreaking update from Vana and Bojo. After he called her just a friend during their cooking class, she's like, are you into me? Why am I here in Croatia? And he's basically like, eh.
But has there been chemistry so far?
In a, how to say, romantic way? I don't feel it right now.
Now, obviously, Vanya is devastated, but is there hope for these two down the line, or should she just go home? There's so much drama this week. What did you think of this week's episode? Let me know in the comments section. Like and subscribe while you're down there. Then head over to popculture.com for the latest in entertainment news. Until next time, I'm Anna Rumor, and this is Pop Culture Social Call.